Ladies and gentlemen, next to our humble stage is a humble man who's going to make you laugh. Put your hands together for Frank Moshman.
All right. Good evening. Everybody tells me I'm a hypochondriac, and that makes me sick. I seem to be allergic to everything. I'm even allergic to myself. Every time I look in the mirror, I get hives. I tried going to a psychiatrist. All she could say is, Frank, don't worry. Take 2 placebos and pretend to call me in the morning. I'm the only person who's ever overdosed on placebos. Thank you. I change my mind all the time. The problem is, the second mind is no different than the first. My friend said, Frank, I could read you like a book. That sounded great until he told me the name of the book. The Idiot's Guide to Self-Image Psychology. I had trouble sleeping. First I tried counting sheep. That didn't work. Then I tried shooting at the sheep. But the noise kept me up at night. Then I went for broke and started counting Bitcoin. Well, that didn't work too well either. I went out of my crypto stash. I was bitten by a turtle. Okay.
Okay.
I was very slow to react. I was shell-shocked.
But I'm bummed.
There's a study that says most accidents occur. There's a study that says most accidents occur in the privacy of your own home. So I moved.
No, sorry.
I carry Preparation H with me all the time. I'm not sure why. Preparation A through G didn't help me much either. I went to the doctor, and he said, Frank, you need a second opinion. Then I learned that he was schizophrenic. So I asked him. I hate big needles, so I went to the acupuncturist, and he kept needling me. I guess that's what happens when you find a doctor on Pinterest.
Dan, that's one of yours.
I meant to go to a urologist, but I actually went to an OBGYN doctor by mistake. She actually asked me to piss in a cup. Problem is, I had to do it sitting down. And then she told me the results of a test. She said, Frank, you probably won't get pregnant? I was ecstatic. You mean probably? I asked the doctor, should I say R and open wide? The doctor says yes, when I give you a rectal exam. So the doctor did examine my throat. I said to the doctor, is there anything I should know about? He goes, mouthwash. Then the doctor wanted to examine my rectum. And I said, is this going to be painful? And the doctor said, it's going to be much more painful for me. I take my blood pressure so often, my blood pressure machine almost had a stroke. First time I took my blood pressure, I wasn't sure what to do, so I put the cuff around my neck. Almost choked to death. I went to the doctor to lower my blood pressure, but then it skyrocketed. Once I saw the bill, I entered a medical spelling bee. What words do I get? Neurotic, obsessive compulsive, and hypochondriac. And I won. What's the prize? A blood pressure machine. I already have 5 of them. In fact, if I buy a couple more blood pressure machines, I'm going to trade it in for an MRI scanner. Now, I wanted to buy myself an OCD TV, I can only get an LCD TV. Now, what would happen with an OCD TV? I guess I'd count all the pixels in every frame. The problem with an OCD TV is you gotta watch everything in alphabetical order. I guess I can't see zombie apocalypse. Now, I spent so much time on trip planning. I was away for a week. When I came back from vacation, they said, "Where'd you go?" I said, TripAdvisor, Kayak, and Priceline. Well, with all the time I saved and money I saved not going on vacation, it was enough to pay for my OCD meds. Now, the thing about OCD meds is you know that you take them every day. The problem is you spend all day wondering if you took it or not. Now, you might have heard the news that the FDA has told people do not cook chicken in NyQuil. Boy, that's something for me to get obsessive about. Well, maybe we have a new pizza topping. Well, I gotta admit, I was really very concerned because for many years, I've been cooking turkey in kaopectate. Now, I always say that I'm afraid of flying. Actually, the truth is, I fear falling from the sky. I always tell my girlfriend that I'm afraid to fly, so she says, "Good things you weren't born a bird." Well, that's true because I don't like eating earthworms either. Now, you might have heard the news that JetBlue is buying Spirit Airlines. Now, JetBlue is a decent airline. Spirit Airlines got to be the worst airline in the history of aviation. Even worse than the one that flew over to Hindenburg. In fact, if you want to guarantee you'll end up in the spirit world, just take Spirit Airlines. Now, we know that JetBlue is buying Spirit Airlines at a deep discount. But that is before they add the fees, the late fees, the seat assignment fees, and the baggage charges. Now, we know the sale of JetBlue to buy Spirit Airlines is actually being delayed. That's no different than every Spirit Airlines flight I've been on. It's kind of poetic justice that JetBlue is buying Spirit Airlines because once the sale is final, they can't get a refund. Now, I was surprised to learn that that Spirit Airlines actually has a frequent flyer award. I mean, who would want to fly Spirit Airlines twice? Not even the flight crew. But I tried using a frequent flyer award on Spirit Airlines. Problem was, they said I have to choose between sitting in the baggage compartment or on the wing. Now, has anybody ever tried to use a frequent flyer award? I have 25,000 miles on 3 different airlines. And I wanted to visit my nephew in Minneapolis last year. So I called the first airline, they said, you must have at least 50,000 miles. I called the second airline, they said, yes, for 25,000 miles, you can fly LaGuardia to Charlotte 6 a.m., Charlotte to San Diego 10 a.m., San Diego back to Minneapolis 8 p.m. Then I called the third airline, he said, yes, for 25,000 miles, you can fly LaGuardia to Minneapolis nonstop, leaving at 10 a.m. I thought that sounded great. But then they said you have to take advantage of an APS program. But what does APS stand for? Amateur Pilot Special. Yeah. And finally, something you can all relate to. Have you ever gotten frustrated calling, the cable company, the phone company, the airline company? I want to share with you a call I recently had with the airlines. Hello, my name is Pradeep Udhas from the call center in India. Welcome to Easy Dial Airlines. Please listen carefully as our menu options have recently changed. Press 1 if you'd like us to call you back in 4 hours. Press 2 if you want to speak to a robot. Press 3 if you want to use our easy voice recognition service. 3. Where are you leaving from? LaGuardia. Batavia, is that correct? No. Sorry, my mistake. Where are you leaving from? LaGuardia. LaGuardia, is that correct? Yes. Where are you going? Hawaii. How are you? I said, I'm going to Hawaii. I am fine too. Where are you going? Honolulu, Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii. Is that correct? Yes. Press 1 if you're gluten-free. 1. Press 2 if you're vegan. Press 3 if you'd rather starve to eat airline food. 3. Are you traveling on business or leisure? None of your business. Sorry, I did not get that. Leisure. What terminal do you want to leave from? I don't care what terminal I leave from. Just get me there safely. Do I understand correctly? You want to be safely terminated. Is that correct? Oh, this is getting crazy. Just give me a person already. Sorry, I did not get that. You should have left your phone number. Malfunction. Goodbye. Thank you very much. I'm Frank Moshman.
Frank, new stuff. That's nice.
Yeah. You can post this one. I'd like to take a look. You can post this one up. Okay. That'd be fine.